Hey guys, welcome to this episodes where we'll be discussing about app or mobile apps development. We are going to use a framework of Python which is called Kivy. Python is one of the most popular languages out there, and yet it is very simple to understand compared to other languages like JavaScript, Java, C++. It is one of the most simple languages. So we're gonna be digging deep on app development, and Python is one of the languages which is used in developing apps for mobiles. It is also used in web development using frameworks like Django and Flask. It is also used in software development using things like Tinkercad and Custom Tinkercad. It is widely used. And when we come to app development, we have Kivy, and we're gonna be discussing and we're gonna be creating a simple sign up screen and a login screen, and we're gonna be discussing on the front end and the back end. The front end is what you can see, the GUI, or what we call graphical user interface. When you go to a sign up screen, what you see is what we call the front end, and the back end is what you cannot see, what is happening behind the scenes when you touch a button. When you touch a button, there is maybe saving of data to database, and on this app we're gonna be using a database called SQLite, which comes with Python. You don't have to install. So for you to do coding on your mobile, because we are not using a laptop or a desktop, we will be using a mobile to code. We need an IDE, that is an integrated development environment. An environment, what is that? It is an environment where you can code, where you can put your code to be executed. So you need to come to Presto and you need to search something we call PyDroid 3, and you're gonna install it. I've already installed that app, so I'm going to open it, and this is the app which we'll be using. So let me go back to the actual code. So we're gonna be using Kivy. If you don't have Kivy installed, you're gonna go to your terminal, and the terminal is here, and you just type this pip install Kivy, and it's gonna install Kivy. So mine is saying requirement already satisfied because I've already downloaded. So you're gonna need this Kivy, and it is going to be very useful. So we are going to go back, and we are saying from Kivy.app import app. So we are going to import some things from Kivy, and this is the app. So let me give you a demo to see how this app looks like. And this is the demo. So this is an app, a sign up app, and as you can see, there is the title, church management system. By the way, this was a project which I made for a certain church, that is for a certain pastor. It is a project, and it is my project. And there is a title, church management system, there is a sign up subtitle, and as you can see, these all church management system and sign up, these all titles, they are made by something we call label in Kivy. And when you go here, you find that there are some input fields. In Kivy we call them text inputs, and there is a placeholder which says, or a hint text. In Kivy we call it a hint text, which says enter your name. And there is also something we call a spinner, which has a placeholder enter church role, and when you touch it, there are some things which comes, and these are the values of that spinner. There is a pastor, secretary, treasurer. Who are you? Enter church role. So you have to choose. And when you go down, there is this another text input. Enter your email. That is a placeholder. There is also another text input. Enter your password and confirm password. Another text input. So when I click on this button, this is a button, sign up button. There is also a label already registered, and there is also another button, login. But when I click on this sign up, it says all fields are required. Another label appears. We're gonna know how to do that. We're gonna know how to create these, everything on this GUI, on this app. So when I put my name is Peter Mora, and I put pastor, and I put Poemwa Technologies at gmail.com, you're gonna realize that when I put the password or a long password, let me say 000, and I put another, this is for confirmation. So if I put another long password different from the password above, so you're gonna notice on this label all things are gonna change to password mismatched. So we're gonna know how to do that on this series, so just bear with me and be patient, and also be willing to learn. So when the password are matching, if I put all the details and all the details are correct, if I touch this button sign up, okay, so on my database email already exists. So what does that tell me? There is another bucket, there is a database. So let me put another email, Poemwa Stores. Let me see if that also exists. So sign up successful. So a pop-up appears. This is what we call a pop-up appears. We say success, sign up successful. So that all those details are in my database. Right together. And we come now to another screen which says a login page, church management system. Enter your name, there is a text input, another text input, enter your password, another text input, enter your email. So how do you create this? This is what we're gonna be discussing. And when I touch this back button, we go back to sign up. When I touch this login, we go back to login page if you are already registered. So there is also send OTP. We're gonna know how to send an OTP, a one-time password, to your Gmail for free. So stay tuned, you guys. Just subscribe, and we're gonna be learning all this.